so tired. It has been a very long week. But as I was driving, the divine put a message in my heart, a reminder, really. And as you know, I promised that I would do better. Instead of going to bed and saying, forget, I would talk. So, talking to you, hey. I don't even really know how to start it because it was more of an energetic feeling, the message. So I'm going to try to put it into words. I guess humanity really is the subject today. Disrespectful. As evolutionary and vast and intelligent as we think we are, as a body of people, with all that we've created here on Earth, Gaia, Tiamat, Terra, and Tara. Tara's a whole different thing, God says. Okay, we'll talk about that another time. I mentioned things being cyclical and not linear before, right? And with that being said, I feel like we are fighting the same battles, just expecting different results, or more so, different battles, but ending up in the same results. What do I mean by that, right? We see and hear people talk about, the racial divides and how the caucus people try to erase the essence of who we are from everything, right? And that's one battle, but I think it's really a distraction from the battle that is actually taking place within humanity and technology and medicine. In essence, let's go back to the beginning. So we as humans, we were created to maintain that which was already created. So the beings that were prior to us, they had a hierarchy of their own, and the higher entities assigned the creation of Gaia, Tiamat, to the younger entities and deities. Hold on, I gotta change positions. Okay, that's better. My leg was falling asleep. Where was I? Oh, the lesser deities were assigned to create Earth, right? And though they were deities, they were gods, younger. I said lesser, right? Younger. They were less powerful than the higher ups, but anyway. And they toiled and they labored for 40 years straight, creating all that we see now and take advantage of. They dug and built canals and rivers so that raised platforms and lands and mountains created the places that we build upon now. For years they worked on it, and oh, how beautiful, right? If you really sit back and look at it, it's a gorgeous work of art. But though they were deities, it goes to show, how much work it would take to really put something like this together. They grew tired, they were weary, much like us. We grow tired, we grow weary in our daily works, but if you really think about what they went through, peanuts what we go through now, right? But with that being said, they understood the value and the necessity in what it is that they were creating, right? As anyone should, or would, I would think, I would, they, much like we do today, actually, so that circles back to my initial thought, they tried to innovate. They created something that would make it easier on them, but would still get the job done, right? And so events took place, and we ended up being that creation. And so we were created to work, finish the work, continue the work, right? And that torch was passed on to us to continue to build upon what was already started and maintain it, though. That's the key. Maintain it in all its essence. And that's really where I feel like we've lost the plot. So back to us being as vast, evolutionary, and intelligent as we think we are, and the battle between the true humanity and technology and medicine. If you stop spinning your wheels and really take time to pause and really look around you, you can really see it in everything. So the environment around us, television, radio, social media, people are really lost in the materialization. That word came to me and I was like, what? And shadow of it all, really. The light is being dimmed and diminished every day, every year, every decade, as we continue to quote unquote grow, right? We're like Stepford Wives now. People want to look the same. There's a cookie cutter standard of what beauty is supposed to be, and technology is out of control, in my opinion. And that's not to say technology isn't necessary, because it's very necessary. The deities I was mentioning before, they gave us that math and technology and science for us to use in conjunction with the essence of what we are already and what we were doing in our purpose here to create and maintain Gaia, right? But where we've been lost, I believe, is we've allowed those things, medicine and technology, to take over and overshadow and in essence attempt to erase the human imprint that we were destined to apply to all that we have here and we were assigned to do. Humanity itself is a gift, but all of those things were also gifted to us to work in harmony with humanity, not to outshadow humanity, not to erase the need for humans, but to help, to innovate. Just like we were created as an innovation, all of that was given to us as an innovation as well. But it's getting out of hand. All of it is getting out of hand. And that's the message that God put on my heart today. We're lost. We've lost the plot. We've become intoxicated with it. And that was not the purpose. If we continue to go down the road that we're going now, just as we listen to stories and histories and have complained and protested about being erased as a colored, what they quote-unquote call colored, a division and separation of who we are, being that we are the true and original, right? But they try to erase us so that they can snatch our power. I feel like medicine and technology is trying to do the same thing, and on top of that, the government is backing it. That's another story, right? The higher-ups, like the higher deities, the higher-ups in government and those who have and hold the power are backing all of it. And that's really where we're being lost. Like, that's really where things are going haywire, and we are in a very crucial period right now where all of us are going to have to stand and make a choice. What side of the street are you really going to be on when the new deluge comes along? Because it's coming. But with that being said, those who know, they know. When I say deluge, if you get it, you get it. Of course, it's not going to be the same as it was before. It's going to be a different kind of deluge, but again, that's a message for another day. But it's coming, and it's not to be feared at all, though the powers that be want us to be afraid, right? They talk about Revelations and the end of days, Armageddon and all this shit, World War Z, fear-mongering. It's nothing to be fearful of, but we will indeed have to stand on a side. And the message of the day is, what side are you going to be on? Are you going to allow medicine and technology to erase the human imprint of who we are? To erase the essence of humanity? To turn this planet, this gift, Terra, into a replica of other planets, other celestial bodies? Because as we know, they are far more advanced than us. They have a hell of a lot more than we do when it comes to technology and medicine, right? We're babies, we're infants when it comes to that, but do we want to follow in their footsteps? Because why would they have created us if they were happy? Think about that. We are the paradise. This is the paradise. And we're losing it. Day by day, we're losing it. So, if you get that, you get it. And I'm going to leave you with that to think about. And I hope that it puts a nugget in your mind. Maybe start making some changes, start looking at things a little bit differently. And all I can do is hope that me sharing what I know and I learn, even if it changes one thing, my job is done. So, anyway, talk to you soon. Peace.